Well, I know. Oh, wait, let me put on my real glasses for a minute. Hey, beautiful people. It is 3 o'clock in the morning in New York City, and I don't know what time it is around where you are. But you know what I said to myself? I said, I'm going to come on here at this crazy hour to see who's up, and we can talk and chit chat and have a tea and a heat and a heat. I know you guys did not know I was coming on. I didn't know I was coming on. But I figured I'd just surprise you, beautiful people. Like I said, it is 3 o'clock in the morning in New York. And I know and I realize that there is another part of the world that tries to tune in with me, on my normal hours. And I'm like, oh, that sucks that you guys can't participate in one of our live chats because you're literally sleeping. Okay. So I figured, why not? Hey, Katrina, how you doing, honey? I know you're like, DeShawn, what are you doing? You know what happens. You know, listen, we're all cooped up in the house, right? Might as well utilize this time to help other people all over the world. Don't you think so? And I know I didn't warn people I was coming on here, so I'm not really thinking there's going to be a lot of people tonight, and it's okay, or this morning, so it's okay. So how are you, Katrine? How are you doing, sweetheart? Where are you? Why are you up? Why are you up? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Aren't you here in America? Like it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Like listen, like for real. I have my cappuccino. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Yvette, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm in here having my normal cappuccino in the morning. I'm gonna have it with you guys tonight or this morning. Well, I'm trying to have a morning cup of coffee with the people all the way around the world, but it just might be with people in like Fresno, California. You know what I'm saying? Mm, I love my cappuccinos. So how are you guys doing? Good morning, Miss Michelle. Good morning, Miss Yvette. Where are you guys? Can you tell me where you are? I have no idea. I have no idea. For once, it's 9 o'clock at my location. I'm glad I got you guys while you were up. I love the fact that you guys are up. In Atlanta, in Chicago. I thought I was going to talk to people all over the world. I'm talking to my homies in the US. Brian Dean. Hello, Brian Dean. It's so late, darling. Hi. What a nice surprise. Hi. Good morning to you. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm doing? It dawned on me. I just don't get a chance to really conversate with the other people on the other side of the world, because I mean, I'm normally up around this time anyway. That's just what I do. Hello, Israel. Hello, sweetheart. Cool. Okay, at least we got somebody from another land. Okay. I'm doing a graveyard shift. Save me, please. Oh, I love hey, that I'm from Chicago. Fantastic. We got two Chicagoans up in here. Can you say a bit about tentative plans for your speed class? I still want to go, but everything is uncertain. Listen, by hook or by crook, honey, and truthful with you, unless the government says no one can leave their house. You get what I'm saying, Yvette? This class is going on. This is May 17th. Unless the government says no one leaves nowhere, right? But my people, my students are scheduled to be here May 17th. So I'm not pulling the plug on my class at all. Not at all. And they say that what are they saying? Well, knock on, this is glass, so knock on glass. Knock on somebody's wood that by May 17th, they should have a hold on it. Not saying it's going to be cured or whatever, but they'll have a hold on it. Right now it's March. It's still March. So I'm not flipping out. From what I've been told, I shouldn't flip out about the class, and nobody's flipping out. So I'm very well steadfast to tell you, by hook or by damn crook, we having that class May 17th, 100%. I'm planning it. I'm doing all these things. So my class is still going. That's all I can tell you. I'm not going to stop because some funk, but I do, and it will be hosed down and clean and sanitized. I promise you. But as far as me canceling it. No, it's May 17th. I'm not going to cancel it until the government may say something funky. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you'd be coming from, Yvette. I wish I could come. I know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think due to the funk of the universe going on here, I might have to do a second class at the end of the year. So if you don't hear, in other words, May 17th, no matter what, I swear, I feel like it's going to be fine. It's going to go on. But for those of you guys who want to take the class, and you just like, DeShawn, I don't know, okay, we're not certain with the freaking air and stuff, then I would definitely tell you guys, look for increase your speed somewhere at the end of the year, okay? So that means that I don't want to hear, I ain't got no money, DeShawn. I just told you. Save your coins, and it'll be at the end of the year, okay? If you can't make it this one, I promise, I promise, because I can tell with the funky air that, it would be better served to have yet an additional class at the end of the year. But the people who are coming today, they're going to get it. Since flights are so cheap. See, that's what I'm saying. Fly me out, hook by crook. That's what I'm saying. The flights are really cheap. And yeah, the flights are super cheap now. So now you guys make me think that I should post a class for, let's say, October-ish now, so you guys can get a jump on it and then get the jump on the airfare. So October's, what is this, March? What is this? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So another 7 months from now, you would have like at least locked in something and had gotten a cheaper rate for the airfare. So maybe we could do something like that. You're welcome, my darling. But I totally understand that people, I have gotten a lot of, I want to take a class, but I don't want to get sick. So I totally understand it. I really, really do. Do you think you'll ever sell live? I'm working on stuff, guys. I'm a one-woman show. I don't have people who help me. I have amazing assistants who help me on my gigs, but I have to figure all that stuff out by myself. And so let me just show this real quick. I have things in the fire, Brian Dean, and I know you're not Brian Dean. You know what I'm saying, but I have things in the fire, my darling. This could be my chance. Get a cheap price and join Increase Me. Yeah, I mean, I think that might be the wiser thing, is to somewhere like in the next couple of weeks, I will post the probably October/November class. So you guys know I never try to plan a class like in January. I normally, like after like November, like the second week in November, that's it. She doesn't do any more classes because the weather can be so funky. So November 2nd, like the second week in November, that's it. And then she's hibernating again. Yeah. So you get what I'm saying. So yeah, so it would have to be either October or early November that we would have the next Increase Your Speed class. Okay. I would love to do, I'm working on stuff there, Brian Dean. I know what you meant by life. I got you. I'm starting to save all my coins. All right, Michelle, I'm waiting for you, girl. Sylvia Campos, good morning. You're one of the reasons why I did this, honey, because it's morning for you, I think, or is it afternoon? What time is it? Listen, you Chicago people, wait, you Chicago people, how many other people we have? Chicago's up in the house. Let me see. Oh, this thing won't work on. Wait, let me go over here. I have rearranged my desk. Oh, in Atlanta, you Atlanta, Chicago people, God bless you. You guys are, listen, here's the deal. I'm always up at this time. I'm never sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just always doing other things, putting around the house, but I'm always up at 3. And I just said to myself, oh, it's 7, cool. And I said to myself, everybody's on lockdown. Wouldn't this be a fun time to just have a chit and a chat with the rest of the world? And so I figured, maybe I'll do this again. Maybe I'll do another, 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you guys know I am working on my podcast. So it ain't coming today. Don't look for it today. But I am finally up and working on the podcast. So that will be kicking in hopefully in the next month or so. That's another reason why I'm up late at night, because when I'm in here, it's very quiet. Besides my little heater on the floor, it's very quiet. So I love it. Yeah, so we're gonna have a podcast coming for you guys. So be on the lookout. And I'll let you guys know. Obviously, I'll let you know when all that's coming. But there are little things coming, slowly but surely. Like I said, I'm a one-woman show. I do all this by myself. I don't have a camera crew. I have a great boyfriend, but he doesn't really help me with the camera work or anything. He's just like, you go, girl, kind of thing. So I don't have a lot of help. So I have a lot of ideas. As Jennifer Lopez says, I have a lot of ideas, but I just don't have a lot of help to execute these ideas. So that's it. Yes, spoilers, woman. Oh my God. I love my cappuccino. Sorry, guys. I really thought I was going to be sitting in here by myself. Honest to God, I was like, nobody's going to show up and it's cool. I'm just going to drink my cappuccino. So it is 3:10 in the morning, 7:10 in Brazil. Do you have a question for me? I don't know what time it is in Israel, but if you have a question for me, that's what this is all about. Maybe we should call it cappuccino and a question. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Glorietta, are you really? I mean, I might do this. I might do it once a week. You know how I do it on Sundays? I do it on Sundays live at 7 p.m. And I get people all the time. Y'all are so sweet. You write me, I can't stay up that late. And I feel so bad. And I know you guys have, you want to join the live chat as well. It is just too late for you. So I totally get it. It's 9 a.m. in Israel. Okay, cool. Good morning. Everybody should have, like, when we do these, you should have a cappuccino, a cup of coffee. She can't live without coffee. Okay. I'm okay. A little anxious about the coronavirus. We start today the state of the emergency, and this is a wonderful way to wake up. Thank you, Sylvia. Oh my God. Yeah, I know I should be. I don't know why I'm not so panicked. I don't know why. Maybe I should be. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I'm not as panicked quite yet. I don't think it has affected, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep saying, there's a stat that I keep saying. There are 300, and I'm going to talk about America for a minute. There are 327 million people in America, and maybe 1,000 people have been affected. Now, I'm not going to freak out over that number quite yet. I think what is happening is, especially here in New York, I can't speak about the other parts of the world, but here in New York, they have a thing now, since we've had a lot of weird things happen, like we had like a snowstorm that was really bad here several years ago. And then New York City dropped the ball and screwed it up and didn't plow. And so every single time there's like a little snow, they call it a storm. And every single time there's like something little happen, they call, and then they start shutting down things. And as a lifelong New Yorker, they never used to do that. So I really feel like this is a more cover your ass situation. Like, they just want to make sure we're all safe, and they want to make sure it doesn't spread. So that's why I'm not like, it's not like The Walking Dead where we're all turning into zombies or something. I just feel like they're just taking precautions. That's how I feel about it. So I'm not going to like feel like we'll never work again, or we'll never see the light again. I don't think so. I just think they're just wanting to make sure this does not spread any more than what's happening. So I can deal with it. And I'm such a homebody, which is easy for me. I'm a homebody. I can stay in the house for months if I need to, and I'd be so fine. I'm an introvert, so introverts, we like a cave. I'm a cavey kind of girl. I like a cave. I like to be in my house. I don't need a lot of people. I don't need a lot of stimulus. So this is good for me. So I'm quite happy. Well, not happy about the virus, but I'm very happy about like just chilling out in my house. Let me see. Okay. I'm dodging my manager to tune in. I feel like I'm in an Atari game. Brian Dean, you are tickling the out of me today. It's so cute. I baked chocolate buns for breakfast. Then suddenly DeShawn is live, popped up on my screen. Oh, that's so cool. Then I'm going to drink my cappuccino to you, Katrine. Exactly, Katrine. They also want to diffuse it so nobody else gets sick. Exactly. Sylvia, honey, I think there's a lot of makeup artists who are introverts. I think people, I mean, I know people tend to think that introverted people are these like very quiet people and we don't speak to, no, we can be very loud and very, boisterous and fun and have a great time with people. But it's like when it's time for us to come home, we have to decompress, I think, longer than most people. And also for introverts, it just takes us a longer time to kind of get ready to be in a crowd of people. It takes us because we know it's draining to our system. And then the recovery time for us can be much. And so, but introverts, we do, we hang out, we talk and we laugh, but we also like our house. Okay. We also like our house. So here's to the introverts, okay? So do you guys have any makeup questions or anything like that? Or cappuccino questions? I'm so happy that I have to explain. I'm so happy that I don't have to explain why I'm home. I know, right? We're all home. Like in New York, they just did a thing where they said no more, contact. What do you call it? Contact jobs? So hair and nails and all that stuff is not working right now. So I to be alone. If I don't get my alone time, I suffer. Yeah. I love to be at my home. Me too. I literally can be in here for like sometimes listen, like straight up, there would be times that I don't work for like a month. There might be a month that rolls around, DeShawn don't work. And guess what, Shawn is? Right here. She's right in this house. She's in this house. She's cooped up in this house. She don't leave this house, and she's so happy. So it doesn't bother me. Did you try the new Pat McGrath concealers and powders? Thoughts? You know what? Honestly, I have not. I haven't touched Pat McGrath stuff. And I think, I mean, I get that listen, she's mother, she's queen. So that's number one. But I get that everybody's coming out with these very high price lines. Charlotte Tilbury is a little ridiculous with her pricing. And Pat McGrath, and I love her. Bow down, bow down, bow down. But at the same time, Miss Pat McGrath, really? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was I think it was just my own thought process behind her line. And it's just my thought process of what I had hoped that her line would be. And in my mind, what I hoped her line would be more pro-friendly. What do I mean by that is just more cost effective. I'm not saying cheap. I'm not saying drugstore, but I don't know where that came from in my head. This is not on Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath, you charge what you want, honey. But it just was like, I don't know. I just thought it was just going to be a little bit more reasonable. And again, that's all in my head. She never said nothing to me. Okay. So it's just all in my head that I was kind of hoping that it would be more reasonably priced. And it's not. So, I mean, listen, she's got to make her coins. And then I keep hearing not the greatest things when it comes to some of her stuff. So that's the other thing. I haven't heard much about the Charlotte Tilbury line for me to tell you, yay or nay to that. Did you try? Yeah. So, no. So the long ass answer was no. Okay. No, I haven't. I have not tried that. I don't really go for the pooty poo poo brands too much. In most of the time with my clients, especially the celebrity clients, they always have all that stuff because most of the time a lot of times they're given it. And so they'll have it in their bags, and that's how I get to try it. So you guys understand. I don't always run out. I'm not the one to run out and buy makeup to test it out because she ain't paying me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to do these things, but you have to remember a lot of these youngins, I say youngins, but they could be as old as hell as me, are running around because Pat McGrath has sent them makeup and then they're going to do a review. Now, she want to send me makeup, I'll do a review on it, but I'm not going to give that woman $400 or $500. It's just not going to happen. I'm taking this time to research, educate, and become more profesh. Website, better business cards, comp cards, etc., and thinking of a product for residual sales. I'm opening a salon suite. Michelle, this is what we are to be doing right now. We are to be figuring out what we can do, what we can further our careers and all that stuff, because this is going to be over. And then we're going to be like, gee, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? This is going to be over. And then there's going to be a mad rush to get our services again. And you have to like get that website up and running. This is the time, everybody, you should be creating the next Michelle Gordon 2.0. This is your time. Brian Dean 2.0, Glorietta 2.0, Katrine 2.0. It should be the time to refresh yourself, refresh your website, refresh your marketing, come back with a new, have your clients look at you and go, oh, well, you've been working on your time off. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the time, the forced, layoff, I guess, is the time to really do things. If you already have a website, all you have to do is work on the website. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you already have like business cards, new business cards really don't cost that much. So I want you guys to start thinking more about the future and less about, oh, I'm stuck in the house and I don't know what to do. You should be really working on creating marketing plan for yourself, as well as a lot of you guys always want to become brands. Well, branding starts from the beginning, from the rooter to the tutor. It starts from when you are a youngin', a newbie in this industry, and you work your way up. So you have to start thinking about yourselves more as a brand and a business, and work on that on the way up. Don't work on that while you get there. Work on it on your way up. My vision board looks like I'm preparing for world domination, but I love that. I love a good vision board. I'm a very I don't have vision boards per se, but you know what? I guess my vision board would be like Pinterest or something. But I have a cuckoo crazy way of fixating on things. I fixate. You see the crazy eyes. I fixate, and so I'm a dog with a bone, as somebody said to me. He said to me, you're a great girl, but God, you're like a dog with a bone. You just don't let things go. And I have dreams and aspirations that I have never let go. And some of the things I never thought I'd ever be doing, like writing a book or something like that, that wasn't on my vision board, but it popped up through the vision board in its own way. So I really believe in a vision board. I believe in just telling the world, not tell the world. Sometimes you can't tell the world your business, but you know what I'm saying? Like, let it out into the universe. Even if you're in a room by yourself, you could say, I'm going to do X this year. I'm going to be this year. You get what I'm saying? Let it out. And then it smacks you back in the head. I really believe in that. Like Jay-Z, he said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. Yes, I said that. Ain't he Mr. Billionaire? I'm not mad. Well, I am kind of mad, but that's another story. Exactly. I signed up for sanitation class and sanitation conversation. I'm refining my airbrush skills. I work on my website and create more content for my automations. I explore photography. Dot, 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 dot. Hello, Katrine. Yes. 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 Everything. Y'all have got to, don't let this time go. Don't let this, really, this is like, I hate this. This is going to sound terrible. But as my boyfriend's used to me saying terrible things out loud, because it just comes out of my head. This is a really good time for us to chill out. I'm sorry to say it that way. Like, oh, DeShawn just, somebody's going to quote me and say, DeShawn said this virus is a good thing. That's not what I mean. I mean that it's just it's a way of slowing us all down. It's a way of us thinking of perhaps different ways. I've never been cocooned in my house before by the government. So, you know what I'm saying? So this is just a way for all of us to kind of like take a beat and take a minute. It almost feels like the world is on reset. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we're all running and getting crazy and then all of a sudden this happens, and it's not just New York. It's not just this, it's everywhere, and the world has to reset itself. I think it's oddly amazing that we all have to take a beat. I think it's amazing that the world together has to take a collective breath and inhale and exhale almost at the same time. I know y'all are like, does she mean the virus is good? No, but I just think that just just the way that we can just kind of like decompress, chill, and then kind of get our brains to kind of work in a different way, or maybe read books that you should have read a long time ago. I have a book over there. I have like a whole thing of books I'm going to pick up after I get off with you, finish sipping my cappuccino. I will start to pick up because I bought them a while ago and I didn't read them, and I'm going to read them. I'm going to sit in my office is almost done, people. It's so cute in here. The only thing I have to do is hang some pictures because I can't make up my mind yet. But the office is almost done. I got my rugs down. I'm so excited to show you. I'm very proud. It's very homey in here. It's not luxurious. It's just my little world. So I'll show you guys. So we are like one living beyond being all together. Yeah, we are like one living being all together. We can shake this virus off. I think so. I really do think so. And I do think that the quarantine-esque type situation will help us. But I think it just is going to help us just be quiet and get refocused. I think we should all come out of this way more focused. I really want us to come out way more focused than not. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't let this fog get you. Look, if you need to do more grocery shopping and just lock yourself into the room, then do that. We are stocked up. We have enough food for months now. Like, we are not, I cook all the time. Tomorrow I'm probably going to make a beautiful hearty soup. I'm in, honey. I'm in. There's beauty in the struggle. The virus isn't a blessing, but there are definitely perks. Thank you. Yes, yes. Exactly. It's not a blessing, but it's a perk. It's like the perk of I'm going to be quiet and collect this check that they're talking about. Exactly. First of all, they need to be talking about more money than $1,000 because that's total BS. You need to give people at least 5K, not 1,000. What is $1,000 going to do? I don't know what they're doing in other parts of the world, but $1,000 does nothing. In New York City, the average price for rent is $2,500. So what your $1,000 is going to do for me, I have no idea. So they're going to have to fork over something. And I'm not just talking about New York. I think $5,000 is a fair price across the board for everybody. I think it's a fair price across the board. Because I talk about rent because I'm not single, I have a boyfriend, but a single woman with no children. You know what I mean? But we still have rent to pay here in New York. That's crazy. But for people who have children and they got to do all these things, you need that 5K. You don't need $1,000. You need $5,000. The government better step that up. Just everybody needs 5K. Yes, Katrine. Yes, and we should appreciate what we have in normal life too. And I just think that we're so busy running, and I got to go to this gig, and I got to go to. We just stopped seeing things. We just stopped, and I think it's a weird way to just kind of chill out. It's just a weird way. I do Instacart. Just got groceries delivered. I hear you. When I was in New York City, I'm now upstate now. But when I was in New York City, I used to do Instacart. Yes, honey, I know Instacart. But now, since I am upstate, we have like Walmart delivers. Who knew? I did not know that. So Walmart delivers, and they have real, like, I know you're not a New Yorker, but New York will say that we have supermarkets when they're like this big. But up here, they have supermarkets, which I'm not used to. And we have so many big stores up here that they all deliver. So I have been very blessed to have that luxury of delivery. So I'm quite happy. I'm stocked up. In Israel, it's around $1,000. Okay. Talking about like average rent, or is that what they're saying they're going to give you? Because I really truly believe $5,000 would be a fair amount. You can't lock people down. You can't take away their jobs, and then say, oh, well, sorry, it's just a virus. We're just trying to protect you. No, there's a lot of stuff that has to be paid for, unless the landlord's going to say we don't have to pay it. Oh, what they say you might get. See, that's $1,000 that they want to throw around. $1,000 is not enough money. It's just not enough money. And I don't think anybody should fall for that okie doke. $1,000 is just not enough money. It should be $5,000. And it should be 5, and then follow up maybe with $1,000 a month until people get back on their feet. But this should be a sizable payout to everybody across the board. And God forbid, what are you doing for the homeless people? Because they don't have a home. So how do you find them? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done with this stuff. Rent is higher, definitely not enough. Exactly. Rent is just, we had a gentleman, is he still alive or did he die? We had a gentleman here who would say the rent is too damn high. And he ran for office on the rent is too damn high. His platform literally was the rent is too damn high here. And it is too damn high. It's too damn high. I mean, even if you live in other parts of the country, I'm sure your rent has gone up and it should be, compensated for. The landlord's not going to stop collecting his rent, correct? So the rent is too damn high. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about makeup or do you not care? We could talk. I don't care. We could talk. I don't care. We don't have to talk about makeup. You don't want to talk. This is for you. I'm on here at 3:24 in the morning for you. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm here. This is because I don't get the opportunity to talk to the world when I do those lives. And I know it's very hard for a lot of you guys from all over the world to participate. And so that's why I figured I come on here now. I know Brian's at work and he's like hiding out. I'm hiding out, so I don't expect him to be typing too much. Oh my God. So I'm wondering what we should talk about whilst I got the 6 of you here. I don't know. I mean, there's so much to talk about. Like in terms of, let's turn this into marketing lesson, maybe. Like, have you guys decided on how to differentiate trade? How to differentiate? You know what I'm trying to say, right? How to make yourself different. Okay, let's get the word smaller. How to make yourself different. You make me want coffee, but I'll continue to sip my wine. It's a fresh cappuccino. I foamed the milk myself. How to make yourself different from other makeup artists. Do you guys understand? It took me a very long time to understand that. I wrote about it in Assisting Rules, where it literally, like, I think I had written Assisting Rules, and I think before I had written the book, I had that conversation with my friend about a year before I wrote the book. So we're talking, I've already been a makeup artist for like 12 years, 13, 14, somewhere around there, right? And then I wrote Assisting Rules. Well, that year was when, oh my God, his name went right out of my head. He's from Barcelona. What is it? Antonio Diaz from Barcelona. I got to do it. Barcelona. He's from Spain, as he tells me. DeShawn, I'm from Spain. I love the way he talks. And we were having that conversation. He's an amazing hairstylist. And I was just kind of sitting there going, I just don't understand. Everybody says, I don't see what's so different between me and another makeup artist friend of mine, or, makeup artist community as a whole. We all do the same thing. And then that's when he started to really break it down to me, because he's been in this business quite a long time as a hairstylist, excuse me. And he was like, no, it's more than that. It's your personality. It is in the way that you paint. It is in the way that you do all the things that you do makes up the artist that you are. And so that in turn makes you different. And so you have to start picking out the little things about you, not the big grandiose things per se, but little things about you that you say, oh, like people say, you're a great communicator, DeShawn. Oh, I didn't know that had to do anything with makeup, but it is important to be a good communicator when you're a makeup artist. How do you then take that and expound on that and market yourself as that? Maybe me being a great communicator led me to write for magazines. It led me to write a book. It leads me to The You and the Tube. It leads me to speak at shows. So you see what I'm saying? I'm still a makeup artist, but yet because I'm a very good communicator, I am able to do these extra things as a makeup artist. And so I want you to think about what it is that you do extra that will make you an even better asset to being a makeup artist. And then how do you parlay that joint into something more? You see? Because in times like this, I mean, first of all, nobody's working anyway, but in times like this, it reminds me of when I used to work for the bank. Um, and we used to always say in the bank, you need to diversify. Whenever somebody, I had well, I'm telling all his business. I hope he never watches the show. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. He's not going to be up. I'm not going to say his name. But I had an ex-boyfriend who made a killing in the stock market, right? And I kept telling him, I'm happy for you. You made that money. I'm very thrilled for you, but you got to take some of that money out that you made. You gotta start taking it out and putting some of that money somewhere else. You got to diversify. And he didn't listen to me, and he lost almost every single cent of that money. He gained a lot of money, like almost $1 million in the stock market. And I kept saying, you better take that money and put it in something else, because you never know when you're going to lose it. And he lost it. Okay. And it's sort of like you got to take your talents and you got to diversify. You got to break that joint up. It's not just about, I can beat your face like nobody else's business. It's just not about that. You have to break it down to its finest points. And then you have to add your amazingness to it. And then you can come up with the different angles for yourself. Did what I just say make sense? If it made sense to one of you, let me know while I sip my cappuccino. If that made sense, let me know. Is anybody buying a computer? Okay. Thank you, Katrine. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that's an assignment. This is like a homework assignment for you guys to. I'm a very listy person. I believe in lists. I really do. I think you should write down lists. And I think you should start off with just the title, makeup artist, and then put your name next to the other side. And then think of all the lovely, nice things people have said to you over the years. Oh my God, your touch is so nice. Oh, you're such a calming force. Oh, you're funny. Oh, you're this. Like, think of whatever, and start jotting it down. Find out what other people say about you. I never said I was a good communicator, okay? But it's what other people said to me over the years. It is what Antonio said to me, DeShawn. He said, you do so many things, you just don't realize it. And you guys have got to start realizing it. And then when you do, then you too can diversify your portfolio as a makeup artist. And you guys can start peddling your amazingness to other things. Like, I get to speak, I get to teach, I'm an educator, I'm an author, So there's a lot of things that are out there. There's even more positions and stuff out there for us, It's not just about always being freelance. There's a lot of different positions out there waiting for our talents, except we just think of ourselves at this tiny little title called makeup artist. And I think we should think of ourselves bigger. I wonder if I should take a survey. Yes. Who said that? Michelle. Yes. Sip wine, Michelle. Yes. You should. You should ask your clients, hey, what is it that you like about the service that I give you? What is it that what are one of the attributes, 1 or 2 attributes that you like about my service, me, whatever. You can even ask close friends, what do you think I would be good at? Because your close friends really know you. And especially really good close friends, they'll tell you quickly, yeah, girl, I know you think you're the next Oprah, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know you very well. They know how lazy you are. They know how not lazy you are. They know a lot of things. So yeah, I think it would behoove you to ask those types of questions to people who, one, pay you, and 2, who know you very well. You know what I'm saying? That's a very good thing. You should always ask. I mean, most of the time, let's say if you're shy and you're like, oh, I don't want to ask. A lot of times your clients are just going to tell you. They're going to tell you when they, I think the one thing about being a makeup artist that I happen to love is that, at the end of the service, right, we get hugs. I was in corporate America. I didn't get one hug. Ain't nobody hug me. Okay. After I did something, ain't nobody hug me. But I got to say, at the end of the majority of my jobs that I've ever done, somebody hugs me. Somebody thanks me. Oh my God, you were so great. Oh my God, thank you for helping with this. You know what I'm saying? And so I think we have to start to think about, um, I'm trying to say, I think we should not keep it in our heads because we're conceited. It's not about conceit. It's just keeping in your heads and say, oh, that lady just said that I was helpful with her, blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? Start to listen to feedback. A hug is actually a feedback. That means you did something good because somebody's not going to hug you if you jacked up their face, correct? So you have to start looking at it that way. And you need to start documenting more of your work. Even if I document a lot of my work, I just keep it in my own phone. I don't share it with anybody. It's not anybody's business. And so sometimes I'll take pictures and I'll say, oh, wow, okay. And then I'll keep a little diary of what I've done sometimes. And I go, oh, that lady really liked when I did this, or that lady, it's important. That's what I'm talking about. So remember, 2.0, who are you? It is, what happened before the virus, what's going to happen after the virus. What are you going to be doing? You know, this is the time, it's free. Start researching websites, and not just makeup artist websites. Go look at everybody's website to get a better feel for design. I'm always constantly looking on other people's websites, constantly. Just because I like design, I happen to like graphic design and typography and all that stuff. I happen to like lettering and numbering, that kind of. I'm all about, guys, I'm all about website. I tell you all the time, get a website, get a website. But that website should reflect you. It should reflect who you are with a special, maybe font. It doesn't have to be a logo. Maybe it could just be a dope font or something like that you pick. Maybe it's the colors that you choose that represent you, the prettiness of the presentation that who you are as that makeup artist. Think about all that stuff, but look around. Not just, like I said, not just as makeup artist websites. You go to Pepsi and see what their website looks like. Go to who's the one I really liked? Was it John Paul Gaultier? Go to like all those different types of sites and see how they do their things, and see how they do their lettering, and see how the videos come up, and get a fresh look at other people's things. Get out of the world of makeup and go look beyond the world of makeup. Your brain it'll explode. It will explode with creativity. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you can always take a screenshot and then send it to a graphics artist and say, I really like this. Can you do this font for me? What's that font? I want that. I love that font. Because a lot of times you guys don't know the names of fonts. I don't expect you to know the names of fonts. Font is the lettering, the actual letters that you see all over the place. And they all have names, right? But I don't expect you to know that. But a real graphics artist would. And they'll say, oh, that's da 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 da. And then you go, oh, I really like that. Do you think I can get that for my name or something? And they'll say, sure, it's 1995. And then that's it. You understand? So I want you guys to I want you to think more outside of the funky box. When it comes to our world, I want you to think more along the lines of what people are actually saying to you. And don't take it. I know a lot of us have a tendency to take compliments and we go, oh, that's really nice, but I'm not really into compliments. But instead of being so shy about it, think about escuche, listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying to you. Don't be so like, oh, you don't have to give me a compliment. Listen, they're giving you compliments for a reason. For a reason. Anybody have a question? Listen, there's 5 of us on here right now. Can I get 5 thumbs up? Sorry, I know everybody's working and sipping wine, but before y'all get too wind up, can y'all just give me a thumbs up? Except for Brian Dean. Brian's hiding from the law. Oh my God. Does anybody have a question? Because we can do this. We can reconvene at another time in the morning because I know it's very late for you people. But I really just wanted to come on here and say good morning to the rest of the world. I probably will do this more often. Somewhere that's kind of maybe I'm trying to do it across the world, but I realize that the time code is completely different. I serve private clients, so I analyze my ideal clients and ask them what colors they like. It it was soft grays, pinks, and rose gold. Well, then they would hate me because I have orange. I have orange, I have gray, black, and white. Those are my colors. Um, I mean, you could pick, yeah, sure, you can pick colors from, I mean, I normally like to pick things that I like. You know what I mean? Like, what's my favorite color? Like, I wouldn't let somebody dictate to me what the color should be. That's just me. I'm very picky about colors. I'm very particular about colors. And just for me personally, I happen to love orange. Orange has been my favorite color, I think, forever. And for a long time, orange colors, so you guys understand, have personalities. People have attached certain attributes and personalities to colors. And when I was growing up, orange kind of meant cheap, sale, because back in the day, like in the 70s, I believe, that whenever something was inexpensive, it was always like orange was attached to the color. And so they didn't really, how do you say, manufacture oranges the way they do now, because orange doesn't have the connotation of cheap anymore. Orange has a connotation of happy, uplifting. It has that connotation. So each color that you choose has a certain connotation that goes on in people's heads. And so I dig why you would pick those colors. But for me personally, yeah, I'm a big believer in, I'm all into like I said, get the survey going, ask your questions, and that's kind of thing. But ain't nobody gonna dictate to me my colors or my fonts, or unless my font is a font that you can't read it, it's illegible. Like, I have a friend of mine, and he made something, and I was like, sweetie, I can't even see your name. It's too small, and the font is too scripty, and I can't read it. So if that's the case, if somebody said to me, oh, DeShawn, your font is too small, I can't read it, that's different. But ain't nobody picking up my colors, Joe. I don't care what they like. They can tell me they like freaking green. Ain't gonna happen. She like orange. So beautiful people. She is going to let you guys go to work. Oh, you're not going to work. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you guys go. It is what time is it? It is 3:41. And I appreciate you guys showing up at this crazy crack ass hour. I appreciate you guys. This was fun because I'm normally up. So be on 2 to 3 a.m. Nighttime chat. You never know. So guys, have a good day. For most of you, Michelle, stop drinking all that wine. You're going to pass out. And then you're going to forget everything I said. Then you're going to have to come back on here and listen to what I said. Anyway, have a beautiful evening, guys. And I'll be back on Sunday as well. So have a good one. Have a good day. Have a good night, guys. Good night.